So here's the situation. You've thrown your drive, not your best work. You're off the fairway, little pinched, tons of woods in front of you, but you see a disc-sized gap. And if you hit this gap, you will be absolutely parked. You may even throw it in. And then you hear this little nagging voice in the side of your head. Just pitch it out. Just get safe distance up the fairway, take your medicine, live to fight another day. You shouldn't listen to that voice, because those guys don't know what you have. They don't know that you have belief, confidence, and if through nothing other than sheer power of will, you will hit that gap and you will park this hole. You will become a 1050 rated player in this very moment. If not now, when? Do it. Hey, and welcome back to another Overthrow Disc Golf video. If you did not gather from the skit, we're going to be reaching back into the risk management bag today, and we're going to try to give you a framework for shot selection, and then I'm even going to give you a sweet drill at the end. That's going to be the long part of this video probably. We're going to go with a little more length today. Now, before we get into that though, I want to ask a favor of you, which you of course are under no obligation to fulfill. You watched our ad at the beginning of the video. Thank you. I would ask, if you want to grow the sport, that you would consider sharing this video specifically on whatever medium you normally share it: text, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, whatever. Because I think in disc golf, there is a disproportionate focus on form, which for sure is important. But if you look in regular golf, ball golf, if we want to be taken more seriously, what do they talk about? They spend a lot of time as coaches talking about shot selection. They spend it with caddies, coaches, players. They're all talking about why they picked this shot here or why they used this shot in this club there. So if we want to be taken more seriously as a sport, I think conversations around this topic are going to grow increasingly important. On to the content of the video. Thank you so much for watching that. If you skipped to this part of the video, what are you doing? Go back, watch the last 2 minutes of the video, you little ninny. Come on, boom. Now, the drill that we're gonna be working on is called color coding, and it's real simple. There are situations that you will be in that you might consider red, as in no-go, yellow, pass with caution, or green, full send. Traffic lights, if you have not gathered. This is one of my favorite drills to do with my tennis students to work on risk management. I'm stealing it and bringing it to the disc golf community. So to help us decide whether we're red, yellow, or green, we're going to have 3 different things that inform us: body position, the line, and the conditions. Let's start with body position. For body position, for us to be a green on this particular mark, we need to make sure that our footing is good, that you're not walking up on a hill, that it's not slick, that you actually have a walk up. Right. The other thing is we're gonna check our backswing, forward swing. The other thing is we're gonna check our upper body position. Can we get as much of a backswing as we want? Is there something in the way there? Is there something in the way for our forward swing? These are the things that we're looking for in body position. Let's talk about the next point, which is the line or the gap. Right. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, we've got a video, and we're gonna put the link somewhere. Oh, there it is. You should click on that and watch it. Are you hitting a high percentage gap or a low percentage gap? These are the considerations when we're looking at the line. And the last consideration we have to make when approaching our shot is the conditions or the situation. First, of course, if it's raining, if there's crazy wind, or is it calm, right? Is it a nice, perfect 60-degree weather day and no wind? You can just do whatever you want. Or is it nutso out there? And then the other condition is, what is your condition in reference to the field, or even just to your card? Is it the last hole and you gotta make up some strokes? Is it the first hole of the tournament and you're super nervous and you don't feel confident? These are the things that we have to look at when we're talking about conditions. Now, how do you decide what situation you're in? Well, quite simply, if you've got a good body position, a good high percentage line, and the conditions are great, then that's green, and by all means, you should go for it. If you've only got 2 of those conditions met, then it's yellow, and you have to approach with caution. And now the difference here in how you choose whether you go for it or not is how you're feeling that day. In the skit that we showed in the beginning, that's not confidence, that's delusion. You have no reason to think that you're gonna hit that gap under those conditions. Not a good body position, not a good line, and the conditions were awful for that. But if you have two of these conditions pretty solidly met, and you feel, for example, you've got a big downhill putt with OB behind the basket, and your putt's feeling pretty good, so you could lay it up or you could go for it, right? It's not windy or anything, but that downhill is kind of the condition that you're thinking, this is not great. So the big difference is, are you confident that you can at least draw metal or, you know, bang that putt? If no, then you should lay it up. And if yes, go for it. And then feel fine with the result. And then the last, obviously, is red. If you have only one or less of these conditions, it is possible to have 0. Then it's obviously red. Take as high a percentage shot as you can and know that there's probably time left. Now, is there ever a time where you would take a red situation and go for it? Yes, there actually are 3. Now the first is you're coming into the last hole or 2, right? And you're down by a stroke. And your opponent had a good shot off the fairway, and you're off the fairway a bit, and you know, pretty confident that they're gonna convert this. And you have to try to make a move on it, or you just lose the tournament. That situation, it's okay to go for it. Second situation is Jomez Pro is following you around, right? And you're Simon Lizotte, and you know that you can make the highlight reel with this shot. Absolutely do it. We love you, Simon. Entertain us. The third, and probably the most likely for all of you watching us, is that you're playing one of the amateur divisions and you're winning by a stroke coming into the end, and you just feel like throwing your tournament that day. Go for it. All right, so now, because of all the feedback that we got on the fieldwork video, you guys liked me throwing. It added so much value to your lives. I don't know why. I'm not that great. But I'm gonna do the drill. I'm gonna show you the drill. And I might talk about my shots here and there. Mikey's gonna get all the shots though, and I'm gonna show you how the drill works, okay? If you like this format, let us know and we'll keep doing it. If you hate this format, let us know and we won't keep doing it. We don't care. Okay, so this is green. Open, forehand, overstable disc, great conditions. Super simple. And we might cut out all my putts. Yeah, this is green. I mean, for me, it's yellow because I miss my putts. Give me at least let me get some kind of putt dialed so I don't look crappy the whole video. Yeah, don't do that. I'll literally quit if I miss every 15-footer. Most of your tee shots are probably gonna be green unless you're in some like really tightly wooded area, because unless you're just playing in like tight woods or pouring down rain, right? You're always gonna have decent footing on a tee unless it's super short tee pad. So this is also green. Get up in there. Yep. There we go, green again, uphill putt. Hey-ya! So low, bro. Score? Counting the ones that they didn't see? So this hole is actually worth talking about. This drive is kind of yellow for me. This is Sandusky hole 10, where Paul threw a roach that you might have seen that was up next to the basket. I'm not Paul, and I don't throw roaches. Definitely don't throw them that far. Be lucky if I can get halfway there, probably. So, but you've probably seen a Foundations video if you're watching our channel. I'm assuming that you watch their channel. But we've got Lake Sandusky here, as it's been called by some, that's OB. So to carry Lake Sandusky, you probably need like slightly downhill, so you probably need like 375 accurate to get there. Right now, it's a great day, right? The tee pad's super long. Body position, check. Line, it's a big open line, but you gotta have 375, so good. The distance, it's kind of, it depends on how much distance you have, right? And if the conditions were bad, if I had a headwind, don't even go for it. I'd just lay up with a forehand. But since there's no wind here, I'm gonna take probably my understable destroyer and just try to coast it down there, and I should be able to get this there pretty smooth. At least safe, not to the basket. That's not what I'm saying. You're talking to the wrong cat. Okay, I hadn't thrown a drive like this today. Oh, turned it over. It's super safe. I mean, that factors into my play. That's within my margin of error there, but it's super safe for that reason. Now, if I say that that's yellow every time, and every time I go for it, I land OB, then I've got to reevaluate. Is it actually yellow? Or is my skill set not really as great as I think it is? Which for a lot of us is a big possibility, internet distance and all that stuff. So you got to evaluate every time. That's one of the really good benefits of this drill, is not just learning what shots are actually green, yellow, red, but finding out where your skill set really lies, because you're thinking, this is a green for me. Shank, 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 miss it every time. And then, well, I thought that was a green. Well, find out why it's not actually a green. So anyways, gonna finish playing this out. That tee shot got me in trouble. So I've got to reevaluate my life here and choose whether I want to do that in the future or not under these conditions, and then make the improvements that I need to make. So just sucks that it's on YouTube, you know. Gotta be perfect here. That sucked for me. That's how the drill's actually supposed to work, but it doesn't feel good. This is uphill, but since it's uphill, you can run it pretty good. I'm throwing a forehand. If I threw a backhand, I'd be a little more cautious, but it's green for me off the tee here. You can go in if you want and save my day. That would have been an epic follow-up to my epic blow-up. Here we're all green, baby. Everything's actually yellow today because the camera pressure is real. I know Mikey's gonna keep this on there, so. Just a forehand, goes to the right. I'm not playing for like anything crazy. Just kind of a yellow. Safe, and then maybe I'll get a putt at it. And the putt's where you gotta decide what color you're using here on this hole. But from here, my putts don't feel great, and it's got downhill on it. It's not like the world's worst downhill, but if I'm gonna go for this, it's gonna be a very soft bid. I meant very soft layup. It's, again, green, yeah, tee. It's a easy straight to hyzer shot. It's a short hole, throwing suspect backhand. It's green. It's green. I should be close to it. Please be close to it. Be a firebird. I'm about circle right of it. I let it flip up a little too much. Green light. Dude, I hate my life. Okay guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you stayed and watched, I hope you didn't. I hope you stopped watching about 5 minutes ago.
Redo it. No, just pretend no one saw the last 5 minutes, okay? Like, this is the wrap up to the initial video, not the round. Not the round play. It's not about the round play. Are we gonna come out
and do another round?
No.
Oh. Oh. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys understand the concept of color coding and can go out and practice that, however good or bad you are. It will help improve your game and make you more aware of your shot selection and if you should go for it or maybe pull off of it a little bit. I know I'm a little more aware right now. If you're here, you guys are the true OG homies. We will catch you next time. Peace out.